Oh my god, are you kidding me? First they gave us an Indian woman playing Vivi, and now they blackwashed Brooke? What the fuck, Netflix? You ruined the show. This is the last straw. I am not watching it now. Yeah, I'm gonna need to start seeing job applications filled out, because people are actually saying this shit online right now. So you were all just watching the anime with your eyes closed, right? It didn't click for you when you saw that Brooke had an afro, huh? Or what about when his concert/wanted poster said Soul King Brooke because of soul music? Or what about when they gave him the infamous black anime racist lips for when he was a human? That didn't help you piece it together either, huh? My steak is too juicy, ass complaints from the One Piece fandom. You people are unable to have anything nice without complaining about some shit.
I'm gonna be honest, because y'all not gonna care, but I care, because I've been getting constant DMs, comments on a video I made like 2 months ago about this. And niggas is saying that it's my fault for some reason. Which I didn't do nothing at all whatsoever. I just want niggas to know, anime fans, y'all some hoe ass niggas touch the grass. That's all I'm gonna say. Sometimes I want to fall into a coma and skip just a couple years. I wish that upon you, for your sake, for your own well-being, obviously, because you said that you wanted to do that. So I wish that for you. You know what I mean? Personally, you know what I'm saying? Also, what's wrong with a black man being on a boat, bro? I just don't understand, bro.
The actor who plays Brooke did.
What's wrong with a black man being on a boat? Can black people not be on boats now? They really don't. Niggas just don't want to see niggas, huh? That's just crazy.
Laugh was spot on. The singing was perfect.
They just don't want to see niggas,
you're
huh?
Hating on this shit.
It's
you're
crazy.
Just trying to be different. You people got to be some sort of defective
black on a boat?
AI programming. But do you people really want to go there?
I'm gonna be honest. I really think that niggas should just leave this earth. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. Hear me out. Hold on. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out though. Hear me out though. Hear me out. We can solve all these problems if we just leave. Dead ass. If we all just calculate and manipulate enough money and make like a super high-tech ship that can basically, you know, like the Ark, you know what I'm saying, type shit, and like all niggas on the planet. So how many niggas on the planet? It gotta be at least like what, 1 billion maybe? Probably not even that. It's probably like 89, 90, like, you know, 90 million or some shit. We make an ark that could carry 90 million black people on here, and we all just leave. Just get out of here. I really feel like we got the technology to actually do that. I'm just saying. And then maybe other people will follow suit afterwards. You know? I think it's really time we start pushing the agenda. We need to leave Earth. No blacks on Earth. Me no black, me no Earth. I'm starting it. That's all I'm saying, bro. Me no black, me no Earth. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Put me in the game, coach. I want to play with the D.
1.3 billion. I feel like that number doesn't really. I feel like that number is not really accurate. But maybe it is. I don't know. 1.3 billion though. I mean, to be fair, there's like what, 9 billion people on this earth? Wait, how many people are on Earth right now? Hold on. I'm about to see. So there's about 8.3 billion people on Earth as of right now, and you said 1.3 are niggas. So that's like less than that's like literally a percent. Well, actually, that's 10%, right? That's 10%. Damn near. That's 10%. 10% of population gone. That might not be that bad. 1.3 billion people. Maybe we have to cut some people off though. So maybe if you live like in an area where you know what I'm saying, like we might have to cut some people off though. I ain't gonna lie, because 1.3 billion might be a little too much to carry. You know what I mean? If we're including weight and you know the scientific property of like how that would work, but I feel like we can get this done though. I feel like we can get this done. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as a combined effort, 1.3 billion people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like if we all put our money together, that should be enough. You know what I'm saying? That should be enough to take us all out. Honestly. Just do a couple trips. See, the thing is with a couple trips though is that like they'll start catching on though. This is supposed to be like one of those things where it's like, you know, like, you know, it happens in one day type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because how I was thinking it, right? Like we have like the spaceship in the middle of the hold on, because I'm about to really. This might actually be an actual plot for a movie. So if somebody takes this, I want all credit, all rights to this. But I was thinking, right? We like in the hold on. Maybe I need to draw this out. Hold on. I maybe have to draw this out. Hold on. Wait a second. Maybe I gotta draw this out so it'll make more sense visually. Bada binga, zinga, bazinga. Let's do this display capture type shit. All right. So how I was thinking, right? Hold on, let me put the music back on. So how I was thinking how this can go, right? This is like the nations. It's like America right here type shit. You know what I'm saying? Little Mexico. South America right here type shit. Canada, you know what I'm saying? Greenland. You know, there ain't no niggas in Greenland type shit. Greenland. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? You know, UK right here type shit. And then Europe, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? No shit. Okay. And Europe, you know what I mean? Asia somewhere over there. Japan, you know, right there. You know what I mean? Africa, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? So these are all the places, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's the ocean, right? We in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? It's the ocean right here. Right here type shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I was thinking we build like an arc. Like this. That looks like it'll hold about, like, you know what I'm saying, 1.3 billion. We're gonna call it the nigga pod. You know what I'm saying? Nick pod. Yeah, the Nick pod. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking, right? Everybody would gather in popular locations, right? You know what I'm saying? In America, it'd be like maybe, you know, Atlanta, because that's where a lot of niggas are at. You know what I'm saying? It's like an elevator type, suction cup type shit. So, you know, if you're in the southern hemisphere type shit, right? If you're right here, like, or if you're in California, I guess you'll have to travel to Atlanta type shit. If not, we'll do like another port, maybe New York type shit. So it'll be like New York. So everybody that's from Canada and New York and all that shit, if you a nigga, you know what I mean, you do that shit right here. And then South America, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean, Panama, all that shit. Like, if you're all from the coastal areas, y'all will congregate in Brazil, right? Type shit. Y'all congregate from Brazil. And then from right here, like, if you're from the UK or whatever, Italy, France, all that shit, you will have to obviously migrate. We'll say, what's the blackest European country that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know, because I don't feel like it'd be easier for y'all to travel type shit. So we'll say Germany. Well, no, not Germany. They might take that down. I don't know, Italy, somewhere type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll probably go to Italy right here, and then France. Okay, we'll go France. We'll go France. So we'll congregate in France, and obviously Africa probably gonna be like 2 or 3. So there's another little shits right here. I don't know the part, and then all the way right here. You know what I'm saying? This seems like a good congregation spot. If your name is CC Sands, you definitely cannot go. So this is anti CC Sands here. If you're in South Africa, you probably, you know what I'm saying? We'll figure out something for you. But basically, everybody will congregate at very majorous points. Actually, let's put another one right here just in case. You know what I mean? Just in case if you can't make it to France, I don't know, we'll go like Uzbekistan or some shit. You know what I mean? Basically, everybody will congregate right here in these like this would be like some like rail, not really rail, like, but like it'll be like some shuttle buses type things, and we all congregate, you know what I'm saying, right here. So you like in these areas right here type basically. And then this would be like maybe a day or so, you know what I'm saying? So that way we can carry as much. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have it's gonna be a lot, you know what I mean? And then once we gather all niggas in the nig pod, right? This is like, you know what I'm saying? This is how big the shit is. We're just gonna leave orbit. We're getting out of we're you know what I'm saying? This is like a 3-day, it's like a 3-day process. It's like a 3-day plan. You know what I mean? Just enough time to give every nigga a chance to get there. And you have to go it's mandatory. If you have any ounce of nigga blood in you, you have to go. It's not no ifs, ands, or buts. Unless if you are Myron Gaines, who else? Yeah, unless if you just Myron, like you can't go. You know what I'm saying? You won't clap because you want to be. Oh, and Sneeko. If you're like Myron Gaines and Sneeko, like y'all gotta stay here because you know, obvious reasons. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, hey, if you part of the manosphere, yeah, you gonna stay here on Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like type shit. You want to be white, so you know what I mean. If you are a coon honorary member, you know what I'm saying, you gonna stay on here. Other than that, every other nigga is mandatory to come on the Nick Pod, and you have to, and we'll give you like 3 days. You know what I'm saying? 3 days, and then we're all gonna like, you know, leave after that. And this is the Nick Pod charging up after the 3 days, and then we're out of here. You know, and that's us. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I forgot about Australia. Do they got niggas in Australia? I'm gonna put Australia over here. If you're from Australia, or from like the islands or some shit, I'm gonna be honest, a few. All right, well, if you're from the islands type shit, you know what I'm saying? Madagascar maybe would be your best option. They need a way too. I mean, they can't really travel to Africa. I feel like that will waste more time. So we'll probably build like an extender pod, you know, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this is Australia right here. So we'll probably build something like right here. You know what I'm saying? The travel, mind you, these are gonna go subsonic speed. So like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, normally time travel from like here to here will be like maybe like 24 hours, something like. No, you know what I'm saying? Like this is gonna be subsonic speed. So this will be like, you know, we can congregate maybe 1 to 2 million people per hour. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna congregate 1 to 2 million people per. No, I don't know if that's possible. But basically, it's an hour trip here and back. That's why I'm giving us 3 days. You know what I mean? We got 1.3 billion people. You know what I mean? Obviously, minus the people who are problematic. So it might be like more like 1.2 billion people. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like a 1 million people per 2 hours or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that way we can get everybody here safely. There's going to be, you know, obviously everybody gets their own little space. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Accommodations. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know, you have rooms. No seniority, unless if, you know, if you big mama or, you know, grandmama or something like, you know, you're auntie, you got stat, you know what I'm saying? If you rich, it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck if you rich, you know what I'm saying? Like, no people get like, you know, priority, unless if you're Michael B. Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Or you know, somebody of like, you know, Maya Angelou or something. Well, Maya Angelou's not alive, but you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a classless system, you know what I'm saying? You know, the important leaders will be here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? The people who need to be here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, obviously there will be like maybe like a little special pie here. Not for Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? But like for the scientists and like, you know, astrophysicists, like, you know, Neil deGrasse Tyson will probably be right here somewhere. That's probably his location right there. We'll have some other astrophysicists, obviously, people who work for NASA, things of that nature. Yeah. We'll give y'all like a little special treatment because we need y'all to be, you know, have, you know, your privacy so you're able to talk. But everybody else, every average nigga, you know what I'm saying? There will be no guns. There will be no guns, no YN activities at all whatsoever. If you're pregnant, we may have to induce your birth because I feel like having a pregnancy on board will probably be very hard. So Lotto, I'm sorry. I know you're pregnant. You look like you're almost along. So hopefully you can have your baby in the next like 3 to 4 days and when this process happens, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have your baby by that time. But like if you're pregnant, don't get pregnant from this point on because this plan I want to enact this plan at least 2033, you know what I'm saying? 2033. I feel like that's right, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You'll meet Justine Skye even on the Nick pod. I don't, you know what I'm saying? We're going to probably separate, you know, the people from the UK from America just cuz we don't want no beef. Also, if your name is Drake, you probably might not be able to get in, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like we'll have to double check on that one, but you know what I'm saying? We're probably going to have to separate everybody like from this station here to, you know what I mean? Like more of, you know, like, you know, Americans on this side, you know what I'm saying? South, you know, we want to make sure we keep all the people, you know, happy still in there, you know what I mean? This is causing division. No. It's more like a language thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's more of a language thing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we'll have like a little conjugal, like a little calming area, you know what I'm saying? Like a college, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this will be like a little conjugal area right here. Hold on, let me, you know what I'm saying? This will be like, maybe I gotta draw the schematics for the Nick pod. So the Nick pod type shit, how do I make this bigger? The fuck? How do I make this bigger? Alright. How the fuck do I make this bigger, gang? You know what? I'll just put it right here on the side. Why would you cause division in the Nick? No, it's not really division, because you know what I'm saying? We have to have specific zones for, you know what I'm saying, every place that we're going to. It's easier, it's more you know, obviously more neater and more like, you know, organized. You know what I'm saying? We need organization, you know what I'm saying? Something that niggas do not have all the time. And we need to start organizing. But inside the Nick pod, right? This is inside the Nick pod, right? We got like, it'll be 40 levels, or 41 levels to be safe. 41 levels. You know what I'm saying? The first like 20 levels will be 20 or 30 levels will be housing for people, obviously. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our you know, our British and European zone here because you'll be more familiar. You know, probably have the Australians here, so it'll probably be slightly bigger. We'll have our African zone right here type shit, you know what I'm saying? Just for familiarity, you know what I'm saying? Familiarity. Then we'll have our South American slash, you know, Spanish zone right over here, just for familiarity. And then we'll have our American, you know, section right here, like a little tiny section. And then like, you know, the UK British people, we'll probably have like a little bridge here. So it'll be like a little tiny zone here. And then if you know, you're from there, if you want to jump ship, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Travel this long bar right here. And then this will be for, you know, that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not sectioning off. It's just for familiarity. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know what I mean? For familiarity type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously down here, we're going to have housing. We know we have to have housing, you know, in the Nig pod. So all these levels right here is going to be housing. But we'll have like a, you know, a common area, you know what I'm saying? Above this, it'll be like, you know what I mean? Above this. So like above this will be like the little common area. And anybody can interact here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, no matter what country or what continent you're from, you know what I mean? We'll have everybody here. You know what I'm saying? But down here, this is more so, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are the Caribbean islands using the South American transport? Yes. I mean, that's the closest transport they have. We can't subsidize another transport. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like unironically, it will probably be easier for them to be divided between these two anyway, because you know we got the southeast region right here. You know what I'm saying? This is basically the south and the west coast, basically. So you know what I mean? This is the northeast zone here. You know what I mean? Anybody that's in here, obviously like Mexico, you know what I'm saying? Belize, you know what I mean? Like, could probably use this as well. I think it will make a lot of sense here. Basically from Honduras probably down, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably have to use this border here. The Caribbean islands definitely will have to use that. Oh shit, but what if they, okay, maybe we'll you know what? Actually, we'll build like a special pod, you know what I'm saying? Little pod zone here, you know what I'm saying? Little, you know, a gravitational wave device, you know what I'm saying? Type shit right here for all the other little small islands here. You know what I mean? Like Haiti and, you know, Trinidad, Tobago, you know what I'm saying? Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Cuba, you know what I'm saying? And all these little St. Croatia, whatever that shit's called, all that shit. We'll put like a little hub pod over here, you know what I'm saying? That way, you know, if you have some elders that can't move and they can't travel, then we'll build like a special little shit just for y'all, you know what I mean? Because there is a lot of islands here with a lot of niggas in there, so you know what I mean? The Dominicans, sure, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Sure, I guess. I guess we'll do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I don't want to be. And if you coming on this shit, be like, and be papi, me papi, no, papi, me black, no Dominican, me, no, that shit, bro. If you was caught saying that you wasn't black, me no black, me Dominican, like, no, you're not coming on board, bro. You're not coming on board at all whatsoever. I don't want to hear it. If you said that, we're gonna be looking at everybody's history. If you said some tomfoolery, you will be rejected. You know what I mean? You will be rejected. Yeah, I'm just keeping the bug. They're next to Haiti, so they can make it. I mean, that is true. They literally are on the same island. You get a melanin scan before entering the transport tube. Okay, well, I don't know about a melanin scan because, you know, obviously, why would we need to scan them? They mostly gonna be niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But we will scan your history though. We will see your TikTok. Make sure we're gonna scrub everybody's devices, phones, computers, all that. If you was on some tomfoolery or wilding, if you was liking posts and shit like that, you not coming on here, bro. You know what I'm saying? It scans your DNA for any black history. What kind of, okay, now we got to push up the date a little bit though, because I feel like that's some very expensive tech there, so we might have to push it to maybe 3036 probably high key, you know what I'm saying? This might be 2036 here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know, because that kind of technology, that might cost a little bit more. That's very detailed for the price, for that price. But you know what I mean? This is basically my Nick Pod plan, and you know, I want to start a Kickstarter, and I think we should all, you know, the nigga system got this tech already. I mean, I worked on a nigga system, so, you know what I mean? This is, you know, I don't remember that, but you know, maybe, you know, I'm retired, so maybe, you know, they probably worked on that, so, you know what I mean? But now I'm coming back out of retirement to bring the Nick Pod. This is my greatest invention here. You know what I'm saying? This is my sales pitch. My greatest invention is the Nick Pod, and I want us to actually, no cap, make this for real. You know what I'm saying? And before anybody says anything, ain't this racist? Da-da-da. It ain't racist to move. Y'all want people don't want niggas on this planet. I think if anything, hey Trump, if you see this, I'm doing you a favor. For all the racist people, I'm doing y'all a favor. I'm trying to get niggas out. So this is the best plan for all of us. Just give us $2.3 quadrillion. Take a third of the budget away from the army resources. All the other countries can combine as well. We build a pod. You know what I'm saying? Obviously with 41 zones. You know what I mean? It could be more or less, but you know what I'm saying? And we will extract all people of color that are dark, obviously, or brown, you know, light skin, you know what I'm saying? and get them off the earth for you. So that way we can live in peace. Simple as that. I can't wait to meet all my black cousins all over the world and Justine Sky. Once again, you will not be meeting Justine Sky because you will be in this zone here. Once again, pay attention to the diagram. This is your zone, buddy. This is your zone. You know what I'm saying? Justine Sky her zone's all the way over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, let's just like, you know, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I will visit the American zone. See, but that would actually cost you money. I know I don't want to charge people, but you know, in case if you want to go to different zones to meet specific people, it will cost you a day pass, which will cost like $200,000. Because it's very expensive to have people from different zones move from one zone to another with the type of technology I'm trying to acquire here. I'm don't nigga what the fuck me, nigga. I'm just telling you that's just the part of the, you know what I'm saying? It's very expensive, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, unless, I mean, and I'm talking about specifically to go to a specific person's, you know, transport to a specific person's crib. You know what I mean? We want to avoid, because obviously, no, it's not capitalism. We want to avoid, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, obviously, if we're getting all niggas, there's a lot of niggas with high status, you know what I mean? So they would want their privacy because, you know, that'd be kind of crazy for everybody just to be able to just meet everybody. That'll be kind of, you know what I mean? That'll be, you know what I'm saying? I want to afford the wishes of the famous celebrities and all that stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, because just because we taking all the niggas, don't mean that there ain't gonna be crime. And, you know, some people may still have beefs and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? We just trying to make sure that everybody's safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's safe. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. I'm not even talking about Justine anymore. I have to meet LB and Splash. Oh, if you want to do that, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's perfectly okay. You can meet them. I don't know if Splash is going to be on this necessarily, because we will be having a designated light skin zone. So you just like in SpongeBob, you do have to meet the light skin standards. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know. Like, that's just that's not segregation. Not segregation. But remember, the nigga system runs on light skinness. You know what I'm saying? So we need the gamma rays from the light skinned people to power, you know, be a backup supply to the nigga pod. You know what I'm saying? So just, that's why I feel like that'd be more. LB though, you probably be able to beat him though. So, you know, hopefully, you know, that would be, you know what I'm saying, type shit. That would be a meeting there. So yeah. Everybody else, though, you should be able to beat, though. You know, Justine Sky, though, you know, obviously probably be very difficult unless if you got $200,000, you know what I mean? Will Logic be on board? Yes, he will, because his father is black. So he will. He will be there. He's not white. We're not doing this. He will be on board. Yes, I will make sure. I will personally make sure that he will be on there. And honestly, there will be, and you know, we'll probably have, you know, a lot of other people on board as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you got at least 1 ounce of nigga in, if you got 10% ounces of nigga in you, then you are invited on the Nick Pod. No R. Kelly. Yes, unfortunately, R. Kelly will not be on the pod, because we obviously just simply won't have room for him, unless if he makes a banger song, and even still, if he makes a banger song, he will not be on there. But you know, his voice will not be remembered. We will not have his voice there. But you know, but that's besides the point, though. Yeah, we won't be having any of those people. You know what I'm saying? If you were one of those, you know what I mean. But luckily, you know, it's not a large percentage of niggas that do those things, so we don't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like that's for other people to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But this is the Nick Pod. I'm just gonna ask, like, you know, this is what I want to. I'm planning for 2036, bro. This will be a plan in 2036, bro. You will meet Frank Ocean and Tyler. Once again, you will not be able to meet them unless if you got $200,000. They will be in the obviously designated, zone of the American zone, and also, there would be, probably security, you know what I'm saying? So, most likely probably won't be able to meet them. But, the good thing about that is, though, we will have a lot of entertainment. We will have a lot. You're just going to sneak in. Okay, that's fine. You can do that. But I hope Mr. Big Johnson, you will meet him for sure. Definitely will show you the ropes, you know what I'm saying? But the good thing is, the greatest thing about this is, though, it will be non-stop entertainments. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be non-stop entertainment. That's the greatest part. You know what I'm saying? We're going to actually have massive concerts. You know what I'm saying? We have matter of fact, let me show y'all the best part. Let me show y'all the best part. So the floor above this floor, the common area floor, is the mass performance hall that, you know what I'm saying, that we will have. It will hold, it's basically an arena. You know what I'm saying? We'll have football games there, basketball games, sports games, performances. We will have you know what I'm saying? It will hold up to, comedy specials, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? All the great shit. It's going to hold, this is about the stadium size right here. It will hold maybe roughly, I'm going to be honest, roughly about, I'll say maybe 2 million people. You know what I'm saying? 2 million people, roughly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We'll have, you know what I mean? We'll have it in 4 sections, though. It'll be 4 sections off, just so we can give people a variety. You know what I'm saying? But 4 sections, basically. And that's a good thing about that is, well, we will consistently have concerts every single day. You know what I'm saying? We'll have a lot of shit going on, bro. It's just peak entertainment. We'll have built-in schools. And I'm not talking about like no fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, public schools. No, it's going to be built-in schools with professional teachers, you know what I'm saying? With great equipment. You know what I'm saying? We will have malls. We'll have clothing shops. You know what I'm saying? We'll have a university even. We'll like all grades, you know what I'm saying? All grades will, you know what I'm saying? Like will be there. You know what I mean? Education is key. You know what I mean? You said, will there be free studios open 24 hours? We'll have like maybe a couple free studios there. You know what I'm saying? We're still trying to work out the kinks. You got to remember that we're hauling 1.3 billion people. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of need to, make sure that you source, you know what I'm saying, is, viable. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't have that, just for anybody. You know what I mean? So you're going to try to make beats with Beautiful Nick at 2 a.m. with James Franco and Ice Cube in the studio eating pizza. Sir, James Franco won't be there, right? You do know James Franco will not be there, right? Did you forget what this is? Did you forget this is the Nick pod? Not the Nick and Friends pod? LeBron School, Dr. Umar School. They will not be leading those schools. That will not be happening there. That will not be happening at all whatsoever. Whatever. But that's my plan. We'll have an arena. Obviously, if you can't make it, if you can't make it in this, all the concerts will be free, by the way. All the concerts will be free, and events, they will all be free. It's just basically first come, first serve. If you can't get in there, then you'll have TVs and PS5s and all that shit and things of that nature. And yes, it'll be great Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? We'll have a quantum computer inside powering the Nick pod. Actually, we'll have 2 quantum computers. You know what I'm saying? And everything will be literally just, ultimately just great. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be you know what I mean? Like we'll have the best Wi-Fi, the best internet, you know what I'm saying? Housing will be great, you know what I'm saying? Everybody will be equal in housing. We'll have plenty of food, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously we'll have agricultural section as well as like, free health care, obviously, because the doctors and stuff. Actually, this plan actually sounds more, I'm kind of liking this plan the more that I, think about it. the scan might malfunction and accidentally allow James Franco in. It's not. It will be an accurate scanner. There will be no frauds on board. If they're absolutely free gyms, yeah, free gyms. We're promoting health and safety. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? There will be no guns at all, no weapons at all whatsoever. Because we trust that, you know, if and put in a great, you know, environment, violence won't happen. And I'm banking on that. And I know why it would, you know what I'm saying? Everybody will be treated equally, you know what I'm saying? We'll all have, every room will have every console, every computer, everything. And it doesn't even matter what family size you have. All rooms will be the same shape and size. So, you know what I mean? So if you got 20 kids, you'll have a room as big as 20 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what happens. That's just what happens when you know when a beautiful Nick, you know what I'm saying, thinks of these things. And I just want to say, I don't want no credit for the Nick pod. I just want, you know, this to be it. And mind you, this is only a temporary. It's only a temporary fix. You know what I'm saying? So this is just the Nick pod. We're gonna leave Earth, and it should sustain us as long as we need to, until we can find another planet that with oxygen, a sustainable food source, obviously, and water. You know what I'm saying? And once we find those, it's up. You know what I'm saying? So the Nick pod should last about 2.3 billion years. So we should be all right. And, you know, that's my plan. What if there's no planet available? Well, I mean, it lasts for 2.3 billion years. So if we don't find a planet, you know, it's what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Technology advances. You know what I mean? Maybe this might be the planet. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You know what I mean? I feel like it might be a little claustrophobic, but I feel like it should be spaced enough. You know what I mean? That, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, type shit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So that's my plan for the Nick pod. And hopefully y'all enjoy my TED Talk. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted to say. We'll be able to touch grass. Yes, there will be actual real grass that is grown in these places. I just want y'all to know this is, mind you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a environmentalist. You know what I'm saying? I'm an environmentalist. I care about green. It's green everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no tomfoolery. It's just, you know, it's just a great place. You know, like I will want grass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, honestly, fruits, natural, organic, and yeah, you know what I mean? That's it. I want to take Redacted to the Nick Park, and there will be a Nick Park. You know what I mean? Obviously, there'll be multiple parks because, you know, obviously, you know, the zones. It's a very big place, so, you know. This gotta be a couple parks there. I said this. I said there. Yeah, there will be a couple parks there. Obviously, we'll have a whole agricultural section as well. You know, for my calculations, that should be self-sustaining. Obviously, organic sun. We will harness the power of the sun so we can be able to organically grow all that. No 3D printed shit. No, you know, McDonald's. None of that shit. No alcohol either. Everybody will be sober. You know what I'm saying? Everybody will be sober. No weed. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, no, we'll have weed there. You know what I'm saying? Weed's not a drug. It's an enhancer. You know what I'm saying? But no other kind of drugs there. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, because you don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, no tobacco, nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? No guns. You know, obviously, if you want to fornicate, then, you know, you can do that in the privacy of your own Nick pod. You know what I mean? Perks will be available. Nah, perks won't be available unless if you're actually prescribed. We will actually on hand make sure that you're just not lying to sit there and make some, you know what I mean, free condoms. I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to ask my human resources department about that part. Because we want everything to be natural, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I feel like we have the best healthcare in the world with all the greatest doctors, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like there will be plenty of pharmacists and pharmacies, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I feel like we won't really, like, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna make sure it's proper, you know what I'm saying, like, if you want some, then sure, obviously, but you know, I'm like, you know, and yes, you'll be able to travel to different zones and regions in the Nick Pod, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, there'll be different zones for the Nick Pod where you can travel free of charge. You just can't go to somebody's personal Nick Pod because we're trying to protect people there. There will be multiple hospitals and pharmacies on board. Yes, obviously there'll be just as much as we have in real life. Nick, I wish you were real. And this is exactly why we're making the Nick Pod, because I want to exclude myself from tomfoolery like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is some bullshit, bro. But yeah, we're gonna make sure this plan enacts. I'm gonna try to get this plan enacts to at least so we can start building maybe next year, hopefully. And by the year 2036 rolls around, we should be able to do that. Will you be streaming on the Nick Pod? No, unfortunately, I will not be streaming. That would be the end of my streaming career. I feel like it will be, you know what I mean? I feel like we need to take away some elements that were bad. You know what I'm saying? I feel like streaming, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the streaming elements were kind of bad. So, you know what I'm saying? We're just trying to get rid of that part. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're gonna, you know what I mean? No Twitter. We'll make a whole new space. You know, our own internet media, social media shit. So, you know, and I feel like, honestly, yeah, no streaming, honestly. You know, matter of fact, we might not have no phones, honestly. Like, maybe that might be the best thing. Probably won't have no phones, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a universal telephone for everybody to be able to, you know, obviously contact other people, and then obviously a TV or two, you know what I'm saying? For information. But, you know, is goals today? Unfortunately not. You said, and you don't have to worry about getting doxxed because everyone on there is peaceful. That's the plan, obviously. That's the plan, obviously. Obviously, we can't control all human nature. Obviously, human in shits like that. But, you know, obviously, and put in the right environment and right situation, you know, maybe times will change. You know, so that's a Nick Pod. And once again, all niggas in the world will have to eat either. So simple as that. You know? You're going to off yourself. Damn. It ain't that bad, buddy. He said just simple smartphones to message and call friends and play Subway Surfers. Actually, we'll hand out a device where you can only call and text. And listen to music. That's all. Only thing. No other social media. No Instagram. No. I mean, there will be the internet, but you know, no social media. You know, at all. You know what I'm saying? No fake bots, views, and shit like that. You know, when we want to keep it peaceful. No, it won't be called the Nick phone. I'm not that narcissistic. Not that narcissistic. You know, narcissistic. I'm not that narcissistic. You know what I'm saying? I just want to solve all problems. You know what I mean? And honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't see, you know, I don't see what's wrong with that. You are narcissistic, right? It will be the P phone. Your username has Nick in it. How does that make me a narcissist? Gender phone. Right. Honestly, that. I'm gonna be honest. That might be a great. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That might have been the best. This might be my best idea yet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna save this. This unironically might be my best idea yet. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this in front of a committee. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna get this in front of a committee. You're stealing that and turning it into a movie. I will sue the fuck out of you, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Fuck wrong with you, nigga? I will sue the fuck out your ass, boy. Fuck wrong with you?